Can we really prevent aging and disease? Is there a secret formula hidden in plain sight? These questions have lingered in the minds of humans for as long as we have been aware of our own mortality. The quest to outsmart time, to keep the hands of our biological clocks from ticking too fast, is a universal concern. It's not just about vanity, it's about quality of life. It's about health and longevity. Now, what if I told you that one potential solution might be as simple as not doing something, specifically not eating at least for certain periods of time? Yes, I'm talking about fasting. This ancient practice, often associated with religious or spiritual rituals, is now under the scientific spotlight for its potential health benefits, including its ability to possibly reverse aging and prevent disease. Intriguing, isn't it? Today, we will delve into the science of fasting and its potential to reverse aging and prevent disease. Fasting, a practice as old as time, yet its potential benefits remain largely unexplored. Fasting, in its most basic form, is the voluntary abstinence from food and sometimes drink for a specific period of time. It is a practice that has been observed by humans since the dawn of civilization. Our ancestors often fasted out of necessity when food was scarce. But over time, fasting became more than just a survival strategy. It evolved into a ritual, a spiritual discipline, an integral part of many cultures and religions around the world. From the month-long dawn-to-dusk fasts observed by Muslims during Ramadan, to the periodic fasts practiced by Buddhists, to the Lenten fasts of Christians, fasting has been revered and practiced in countless ways across the globe. Even Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine, was a strong proponent of fasting, believing it allowed the body to heal itself. Fast forward to the 21st century and fasting has found a new place in the spotlight, this time in the realm of health and wellness. It's no longer just a religious or cultural practice. It has become a lifestyle choice for many who seek to improve their health, lose weight, or simply feel better in their bodies. Intermittent fasting, time-restricted eating, water fasting, juice fasting, these are just a few of the many types of fasting that have gained popularity in recent years. And while the methods may vary, the underlying principle remains the same. Give the body a break from the constant intake of food, and allow it to cleanse, heal, and rejuvenate itself. But what is it about fasting that could possibly reverse aging and prevent disease? Is there a scientific basis for these claims, or is it just another passing trend in the ever-changing landscape of health and wellness? As we move forward, let's unlock the science behind fasting and its impact on our bodies. Our bodies are complex machines, and fasting initiates a series of fascinating processes. Imagine a bustling city full of life and movement. That's your body on a typical day. Now imagine the city during a power outage. The fast-paced activity slows down, and the city goes into survival mode. This is akin to what happens inside your body when you fast. It's not merely about hunger pangs and an empty stomach. Instead, it's a profound metabolic shift that initiates a series of fascinating biological processes. Let's delve into the science of fasting, starting with a process called autophagy. Derived from the Greek words for self and eating, autophagy is a mechanism where your body cleans out damaged cells and regenerates newer, healthier ones. It's like a recycling program, where your body breaks down and reuses components of cells that are no longer functioning optimally. During fasting, autophagy kicks into high gear. This is because in the absence of incoming nutrients, your body seeks alternative sources of energy. It turns to stored fats, and also to the damaged or dysfunctional cellular components, breaking them down to extract energy. Through this process, your body effectively cleanses itself, getting rid of the old and making room for the new. Another crucial process that takes place during fasting is the production of ketones. When you fast, your body starts to use up its glucose reserves. Once these are depleted, it shifts to burning fat for energy, producing molecules called ketones in the process. Ketones are not just an alternative fuel source, they also play several other roles. For instance, they have been shown to reduce inflammation, protect brain cells, and even stimulate the growth of new neurons. Now you're probably wondering, how does this all relate to aging and disease? Well, autophagy and ketone production both have potential implications for health and longevity. Autophagy, by cleaning out damaged cells, may help to prevent diseases associated with aging, such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and cancer. By getting rid of the old and dysfunctional, it allows for the regeneration of healthier cells, potentially slowing down the aging process. Ketones, on the other hand, have been shown to have neuroprotective effects. They could potentially help in managing neurological disorders like epilepsy and Alzheimer's. Moreover, the anti-inflammatory properties of ketones may also have a role in preventing chronic diseases such as heart disease and diabetes. In a nutshell, fasting is like hitting a reset button on your body's biological processes. It's not just about calorie restriction, it's about giving your body a break, a chance to clean house and repair itself. It's about initiating processes that can potentially enhance health and longevity. So fasting triggers powerful changes within our bodies, but how exactly does it affect aging and disease? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into these questions in the next segment. Aging, a natural process, yet one that comes with its fair share of complications. This inevitable process of life is often accompanied by a host of health issues, from heart disease to diabetes and cancer. But what if there was a way to slow down this process, to keep the body youthful for longer, and potentially prevent or manage these diseases? That's where fasting comes in. Fasting, something as old as time itself, has the potential to slow down the aging process. How, you may wonder? Well, it all comes down to a process called autophagy. Autophagy, from the Greek meaning self-eating, is a process our bodies undergo when we fast. It's a kind of cellular cleanup where the body breaks down and recycles damaged cells and proteins that build up inside cells. Here's the kicker. As we age, our body's ability to perform autophagy decreases. That's where fasting comes in. Fasting stimulates autophagy, helping the body to clean house more effectively, which can potentially slow down the process of aging. But what about disease? Can fasting actually prevent or manage diseases like diabetes, heart disease, and cancer? The answer is potentially yes. Let's break it down. Diabetes, for example, is a disease of insulin resistance. When we eat, our bodies secrete insulin to help us process the sugars in our food. But when we constantly eat, our bodies can become resistant to insulin, leading to type 2 diabetes. Fasting, by giving the body a break from insulin production, can potentially help to reset insulin sensitivity, preventing or managing diabetes. Heart disease, the leading cause of death worldwide, is often linked to high cholesterol and high blood pressure. Fasting, by helping to regulate body weight and reduce inflammation, can potentially help to manage these risk factors, reducing the risk of heart disease. Cancer, a disease of uncontrolled cell growth, could also potentially be managed by fasting. Remember autophagy, the cellular cleanup we talked about earlier? Well, by breaking down and recycling damaged cells, fasting could potentially reduce the risk of these cells becoming cancerous. Now, it's important to note that while the potential benefits of fasting are promising, they are not a guarantee. More research is needed to fully understand the effects of fasting on aging and disease. And while fasting may be beneficial for some, it's not for everyone. Always consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new diet or health regimen. The potential benefits of fasting are immense, but are there any downsides? We'll get to that in the next scene. For now, it's safe to say that fasting, this ancient practice, may hold the key to a healthier, longer life. Every coin has two sides, and fasting is no exception. While fasting can bring about impressive health benefits, it's important to also acknowledge the potential risks and side effects that can come along with it. Fasting isn't a one-size-fits-all solution, and it's crucial to understand that what works for one person might not work for another. Let's start with the potential side effects. When first starting a fasting regimen, it's common to experience discomfort such as headaches, dizziness, and fatigue. This is because your body is adjusting to a new energy source, burning fat instead of sugar. However, these symptoms usually subside after a few days as your body becomes more efficient at this new process. Another potential risk is nutrient deficiency. When you're not eating for extended periods, it's easy to miss out on essential vitamins and minerals. This is why it's crucial to consume nutrient-dense foods during your eating windows. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains can help ensure you're getting all the necessary nutrients your body needs. Fasting can also be risky for individuals with certain medical conditions. Those with diabetes, for instance, need to be cautious as fasting can cause dangerous dips and spikes in blood sugar levels. It's also not recommended for pregnant women, those with eating disorders, or individuals with a history of heart disease. For these reasons, it's paramount to have proper guidance when embarking on a fasting journey. Consulting with a healthcare professional can provide you with personalized advice, taking into account your unique health profile, lifestyle, and goals. Remember, fasting is not a magic bullet, but rather a tool that can be used to enhance your health, when used correctly. It's not about deprivation, but about giving your body a break to heal and rejuvenate. And most importantly, fasting is not just about the physical aspect, it's also about mental resilience and self-discipline. So it's not just what you eat, but also when you eat and how you eat that matters. Fasting, like any other health practice, requires careful consideration and a balanced approach. So, can fasting really reverse aging and prevent disease? This question, posed at the beginning of our discussion, has led us through a fascinating exploration of the science behind fasting and its potential effects on our bodies. We delved into the concept of fasting, understanding it not as a fad diet but as a lifestyle choice that has been practiced throughout human history. A period of deliberate, voluntary abstinence from food, fasting has been recognized in various cultures and religions for its potential spiritual and physical benefits. We then looked at the science of fasting, understanding how a body in a fasting state shifts its energy sources, tapping into stored fat and triggering a process called autophagy, the body's way of cleaning out damaged cells to regenerate newer, healthier cells. This is where the potential for aging reversal comes into play. Next, we examined the relationship between fasting, aging, and disease. We learned that fasting could potentially slow down the aging process by improving metabolic health and reducing the risk of age-related diseases. We also learned that fasting could potentially help prevent diseases by reducing inflammation, improving insulin sensitivity, and boosting brain health. But as with any health intervention, fasting is not a one-size-fits-all solution. We also discussed the other side of the coin, recognizing that fasting has potential risks and is not suitable for everyone. It's crucial to listen to your body and consult with a healthcare professional before starting a fasting regimen. The key takeaway from our discussion is that fasting might offer a promising approach to reverse aging and prevent disease, but it's essential to approach it with caution. It's not about extreme deprivation, but rather about finding a balanced, sustainable approach that fits your lifestyle and health needs. The journey to health is a personal one, and fasting could be a powerful tool on this path. The secret to aging and disease prevention might just be within our reach.